Thank you, everyone. I believe this is the next segment, right, sister?
Okay, so now we are going to do Okay, guys, sister, sorry. We are going to learn more about childhood development and relation between family education. Mm, there's a lot of like touchable stories during this sharing, and we are listening from sharing from Sister Zhang Lifeng, and we saw all this like beautiful, lovely posters. Um, when when I invite her to the reading section, and then she was having a tough time, but even though she was still willing to give us a sharing. Um, so this is the part that when students get the 勤学 reward. So this is not an easy reward that they can get. They have to do the volunteer work over 200 years in total. It has been there has been almost 4 out of 6 parts of the students in the school has get the rewards. Through these rewards, like during their time when they do their work, they can see the importance of being involved in the society. So we can see what the principal actually doing at this time. So during the summer camp, we are trying to use the idea of family development and family environment are really important to children's development. And for joining the camping, you have to do some pre-working before, and then you can join. And then they also have the online. They also have the online live show as well. They are doing like some gaming, some table games. Lots of people like may feel like, oh, I never played table games before, and but actually Monopoly is the earliest table game we have played, and then we through like playing table games to let students involve in studying. And why we need to take the local people? We we take students, we take kids to do the local involvement with the society, and because there are lots of like local people in Hualien, we want to use this opportunity to make the young kids to feel connected with the school, with the community, with their local society. So so what teacher really do is like being always involved and always being right next to them. And actually all this series has been continued for past 12 years. It's almost been 13 years already. Already happens, and this never has been changes. It always happens that we take the students in Tsuji University to make them join the local community and take them to the village to join to see what's actually going on. And let's use our warmest welcome to welcome Professor Zhang Lifeng. We want to be with you because you have the positive energy. Hello, everyone who's online, and really appreciate that I have the opportunity to share this topic. I think it's important that to be light for children's development life, and there's kind of actually a reason why I choose this topic because this was the one that I wrote a book in 2019 and it has been published in 2019 October. And at that time, like I was introducing in the book that um, in 1991 March I was the first year of university, and during the university during the medical college, and it was a great chance that I did it over 300 times so that I can go visit different children hospital and then go to different rooms. And also until like after that, until 2009 until now, I uh, I become like more involved in being involved teaching in the service learning plans. And there's one story that I want to share for you guys who are online. You guys can scan the QR code after, and then you can do actually the full reading of the school. So we were doing like being along with one kid that he was kind of naughty at that time, but since we like tried to do the reading with him, to do lots of like reading activities with him, he becomes like really like nice, and then he always want to give us hugs. But something happened during that time because his father lost his job for a long period of time and he decided to suicide. But before he decided to suicide, he even poisoned the little boy. So he's no longer alive, unfortunately. And when we first heard that, the teacher who was doing at that time called Miss Xu, and she was really sad. It's like, oh, the little boy did not actually fall in love with the reading. That's why this is happening. Like why this is happening, because he does not really involved in the reading. And then there's another sad story that happens when I was in Hualien, and at that time, like I heard there's news that uh, I heard that there was a little boy, two little boy, that their grandfather take them to to the lake nearby, and but because the grandfather was get drunk and then he didn't realize the two kids did not follow him, so the two kids unfortunately drained into the water. And this makes me keep thinking like what I could do at that time to avoid these things happen. Um, because like I was thinking, what if we have the summer camp at that time and then this sad things that will not happen. But then there's one student teach me said, okay, teacher, you need to remember their smilings, like that's what's most important. And this was kind of like sad story for me. Like I know I cannot do anything else for him, but he is keep me being motivated and keep moving on. I know like this story is keeping my mind, so like I was keep thinking what I can do for the kids, like what I can do to influence their life. So for Tsinghua University, we are using the idea that uh, 人文 is more important, like to let students experience, and then that is something that has powerful influence. Um, so what we want to do is like we want students to have their passions to join the activities on their own, and we want them to actually want to join it, and then it doesn't only involve in serving, but like it's also involves in across the board. um Even like last year, it was like during COVID season, we weren't able to actually go abroad to do the exploration, to do the activities, but through the online activity, we still like did a good connection with other boards. And through this like large amount of data, that we can tell that the university has like been involved in a lot of like activities and local activities. And then this is the map this is a map of Hualien City, and then this is a long, like it's a stretching from north, from south to north. So this is what I like, what we have been covered from like each school, each part of Hualien. Um, so if we want to, but the thing is, because the local geography, like all the transportation is a little bit hard. Like if you want to do something, it would takes us about like almost 300 on one way, 3 hours on one way, so 6 hours total in round trip. And but we still want to keep working on it, and then we also involved in the no drugs activity, and that is something that we always want students being involved. And there's also another service we have been keep developing, is that the students and teachers from Tsinghua University has been involved both from mainland and Western countries as well. So around 109 to 111 years, like education program has been get lots of rewards. It's like 10 group teamwork, and then it, like it was almost like 40% of the rewards through the country, and it was like 52 people who got the Qingxue reward, and that's like it's already been like 0.5% of the whole country rewards. Um, when students have this rewards, we want students has been like being a goal for other students. They can be like someone who can learn from, and we can see like from these pictures, like we have lots of like different helping teams. um what what like what students like did from all these departments, like we have specially departments from different like different jobs, specifically areas. And all this like all these activities, all this different environment, like department has been involved in like lots of rewards, and the students has been touching many different variety of areas, and all these little steps that students get, like all the rewards they got from the according to their students' life, is like what they got, um, what they have been put efforts in their daily life, teaching their daily life lessons. So like all these professional like lessons, all these professional lessons will will able to be used in the real life situation when they join the in-person service, and all these activities will help students that keep being activated, connected to the real life. They don't only focus on the textbooks materials and all, like for example the physical treatment and learning. It can be like helping students to like recover from injury, or like if there's students who are doing like social study works, they can, through learning the program, like what they can really actually do through their activities when they are doing the social studies, when they are helping people. um especially like in Taiwan, there's like a high range of elder people development, and they need more people to be there with them and then help them more specifically. Um, all this different all those different activities service like will be more professional, and then make the students feel more connected and use it in real life. um, and then what they actually learn from the department, they can be joined in the society, and all this like all this time when they are able to put their efforts in the real life, it will actually give them powers. It will give them the energy to keep moving on, and then this kind of energy will keep them, like, let them feel they have the importance, like uh, they have the ability to influence others. So this will make them keep being passionate in the area of what they're learning. And also, we also need to like pay attention that when sometimes when we join the local people group, um, we we also pay attention on what the local people pay attention on, and then this has been all the experience that students will know when they get actually into the society. And then also like there are many like also other activities. So like this was in 2019, in Malaysia uh, they have the mentoring learning volunteer work, and then they also like been there with the kids, with the elders to help them, like talk to them and then learn from their experience. And also this is one picture that students went to Indonesia. Even like we do not know their language completely, but through their like our passions, our movements, they still can feel they still can feel how passionate we are. And last year, like things past several years, the COVID section, like we have some in online English learning section, and we did some like in English language activities, and then through those activities, we can like students get chance to involve in actually English learning. We use what we also have the did that through using online activity. Students still connect with the community, and this does not change because the COVID, like because we all have internet everywhere, and this cannot be changed, cannot be stopped with like even in COVID happens. And then all those pictures is like they have finding on their ping pong balls task. So this is what they have been more focused on in their students in their schools at that time. Um, Students has been like try to working working together and then connect to each partner and then work with them. And Mr. Xie was passed away last year, and what she did is like she's keep pushing students forward, and then she has been contribute her entire life in the experience that with the students and that help students like being being involved, being actually touched, like remember what they really learned by learning it, by feeling it how they learn. And then we we also like the purpose of we doing this is like let the students know where they belong, let the students have the ability to identify their cultural activities, to be able to talk about their own stories, to make more people to know the country, the cultural activities that belongs to their people. And also like this is something that we need to do with students connecting to parents, because this is the importance of being society. And like we have been doing it, they have been talking to each other first, and then they have been did a talk to each other, and then they have been involved in local home, and then they have been taking group pictures, and they actually have like final presentation. So because how we serve, and then like we want the students keep the way it is. I don't want they don't want they lost school. As long as the school is still here, students know that his service can be influence, can make power. And what is lucky that this school is actually exists at this time. And all this I was trying to tell you is that let you guys know that this is actually working. This is working the way it's supposed to be, that everyone was expected. Mm, and all like the importance of being educated in families, being educated from national people. Um, we like when we saw all these kids who needs help, like we were willing to like help them out, and then but we also want to help them like build their own abilities to work on their own, and then to to use their real hearts to contact something. Uh-huh. And then it was the same like last year in lots of activity rooms, how it looks like. Um, and then this is something that we want to keep looking forward. And um, also in the past time, uh, we have the community, like we have the local community that um, they can make connections with the local education program and the schools, but this activity may take a little bit longer to be accessed because they need to talk to each other. And then what we have shared from the schoolmates is like that students is uh, my biggest feeling, and then how it has is like been developed into my heart, and all these little shadows has been making my life such harder. So I have to keep making sense on my side, and then uh find their find the importance of having enough enough people to join with us. We want this, like, not only having people to join the program, but we want them to feel that they are doing something that is positive. And this is the way that we want students to keep. I want to keep reminding the students and then keep let students know how it actually works. And we know, like, we want them to know, like, what does it looks like after, like, when it's done. When I was trying to say this, I was like, I was kind of nervous because, like, I know, like, there are a lot of people who are doing it online. There are people, like, who are doing stupid, but please, but, like, please think, does it really worth it to do it all? And the previous little boy reminds me that what if, like, what if you tried all this hard and it's nothing being like deal with the schoolworks in the future? And it was like great chance that students can, like, working in the past and then working with local communities and connect with them. This is like something that needs more and more energy, like need more and more people to provide their energy to be involved with the activity. And we always like I always have the idea that if we want to, like, curse the dark, but we are willing to light up the brightness with the candle. So, like, whatever candle is drawing their feet, then it has to be working on it. And then the recycle of being kind has been part of the society, and it has been sent to any single corner that they want. Now I am a teacher, but I can use my teacher power to make students listen to me, to make students know what I was looking for. But I need to make sure, like, they has been using nice and then also using positive energies to make sure they keep on track, and really appreciate whoever who is giving us power, giving us energy to keep moving on. You have to keep lighting yourself as a light, because you don't know who will use you as a light. And then please go out from the dark. Please keep your kind in your heart, even you don't know who will take your kindness. Please get out of the depression, and then really it's important that you moving on and get out of the dark. So really appreciate Professor sharing, and it's fine that we can have no power, but, like, no rights, but it's important that we have the energy, we have the influence to give students chance to guide them, to give them an influence, to make sure, like, they has been involved, they has been part of, they has been taken care of, and then they are the someone who are important. Really appreciate teacher Lifeng and what she has been taught us. We also have saw the online comments from Sister Jing that what they did is like the real what the real teaching is, and there is a good news that in Neimen Guilin has been using the Guy TV's case, and then they do their own case learning, and also it was really nice, really appreciate that there was this sharing, because it's important to taking the lights and then giving students guides and then help them what they're like, help students to guide students in the way that they are in their road, and really appreciate Professor Lifeng. And I am going to pass to Sister Lily for the